Hold on. We're muted. Okay. We're having some technical difficulties. We'll do. Hold on. Is it going down or up?
I already turned it all the way down.
So, okay, I'm trying to get this reverb out. Hold on 2 seconds. All right. So, Wimps made in America. I'm trying to get this echo to go away. If you can hear me, I want you guys to chime in. We're going to hold on 2 seconds. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go into chapter. I know there's some technical difficulties. And we're just going to keep Wimps made in America. Jaden, what do you think when you hear Wimps made in America? He said, a wimp. He said a nerd, someone that, was really, really, weak or scrawny. I'll just tell you a story. We're going to keep this simple. This time, and we talk about wimps. We talk about someone who's double-minded, who doesn't hold firm to their convictions, and is someone that is, someone that applies to a young man, someone that he's a wimp. He may have a personality that may put off like he's big and bad, but ultimately he is insecure. So he has attitudes and he has this thing that he wants to portray to people, but inside, really, he's a weak guy. So I want to tell you, don't kill your ego. Sanctify. You're going to hear me say a word that may be different, and it's the word sanctify. Sanctify basically means set apart. Don't kill your ego. Sanctify it. Set it apart. Direct it. Channel it. Purify your motives and use your ego to achieve great things for God. The devil, everybody knows who the devil is. It's funny, I saw this meme how there's a bunch of gods, but there's one devil. I don't care if you're Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, snake charmer, or whatever. That there's many gods, but there's one devil. There's one devil. There's one agenda that he wants, that he has. That's weird. And so it says the devil, he's an usurper. What does that mean? He wants to rip your life apart. He wants to steal everything he can from you. He wants to steal your character. He wants to steal your personality. He wants to put you in bondage if you allow him. He has one agenda. He has no new tricks. He wants to kill your youth. He wants to suck you. He wants to suck the very existence from you. He wants you to get caught up in something at a young age that you'll have to deal with it your whole life. I'm skipping because I'm going to make this quick because a lot of people, you may be watching this and you're driving from vacation, from Thanksgiving vacation. You may be watching this later. You may be on a plane. You may be watching this. Men, I'm on page 46. Wimps made in America. Men have become afraid and intimidated by secure and successful women. I will say this for you, young man. Some young men have been afraid and intimidated and by secure and successful little 8th graders. Someone she's I don't know. She has all her ducks in a row because men are just indecisive in actions, and in their indecisiveness, they have become weak. Hundreds of articles have been written about the gender gap, but few offer any real solutions. And one article I read recently, the columnist asked a successful woman friend which country she thought had the weakest men. Page 47. I am sure in America we have more wimps per capita than any country, she answered, especially among the younger men. She talking about you. Most of the men I meet are wimps. The columnist challenged her, saying it was the fault of the American woman who demanded that men cry and show their weakness. Her answer, that may be true, but they didn't have to make it so easy. Psychiatrist Dan Kiley wrote the book, The Peter Pan Syndrome, about men who never grow up. I want you to listen to this. The bottom line is this: women still want a man who can accept responsibility, is chivalrous, makes decisions, show courtesy, and is kind. Look, I'm going to tell you something, young man. Kindness makes a man attractive. It's in the Bible. Read Proverbs 19:22. Kindness makes a man attractive. To be spiritual, you don't have to die to your ego. And to be a man, you don't have to die to your masculinity. God created you in his image and his glory. And he created women for man's glory. 1 Corinthians 11:7. How can a woman be the glory of a man unless the man is becoming the glory of God by conforming to the image of Christ? Check this out. I want you to read this. I'm on page 49. The problem is that many men are confused about what image they are to live up to. The image of Christ is your standard. God calls each of us to live up to your own potential. You need to live for your God-given dreams, divinely inspired desires, but to die to pride, fear, and the vain things of the world. Vain things. What are vain things? Vain things are Instagram, Facebook, TikTok famous. People will sell their souls to be TikTok famous. You got to die to all that. The Bible teaches us to die daily to those things, but it does not teach you to live a crucified life. It teaches you to live a resurrected life, a life in the power and glory that is within you, according to Ephesians 3:20. That's how y'all got to read the Bible. Once Once you crucify those things, those fleshly things, the TikTok famous, Instagram, and doing stuff you would never normally do, but you try to get followers, you're trying to get likes. Once you crucify yourself to those things, you will live. You will truly live. If you focus your eyes on the things of Jesus and not the things that will constantly change. Jesus is concrete. Facebook, Instagram, let me rephrase that, Meta, Facebook and all this stuff, it will die away. I want you to be the man that God called you to be. A lawyer, a pastor, a legislator, an accountant, a football player. We need people that are strong in their faith on the gridiron. We need strong people to play basketball, to stand up for their faith. When everybody is going this way and that will eventually lead them to trouble, I need you, man, young man, to stand strong in your faith, determined to live up to the potential that is within you. Place there, you're determined. Place for God. Don't be a wimp. Don't be a wimp. Just because everybody's telling you, hey, let's do this, let's go wrap this lady's house, let's go post something on Facebook that's we gonna get in trouble. Don't be a wimp. Be the one that says no. God needs men. The world needs men. Promotion does not come from the east and the west, but from God. It comes from God. It comes from God. What do I mean by that? Why did he get picked, and why does he get to do all the things that I do? Promotion comes from God. Learn this now. Don't waste your youth. Learn it now. Don't waste your youth. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Why live most of your life in misery when you can live in peace and joy from this moment? You're not too young to pray. You're not too young to hear from God. Samuel in the Bible heard God's voice when he was only a child. Hearing from God doesn't depend on age, but on relationship. Establish your relationship with God now. Prayer. When's the last time you prayed? When's the last time you prayed? When's the last time you got on your knees and no rush and just talk to God? No super theological, just talk to God. Well, I don't know what to pray. Prayer is the place of exchange between you and God. It is where you tell God all that is in your heart. He puts in you what is in your heart. Wishing will never be a substitute for prayer. Jesus was a gentleman, but he was a gangster. Soft men don't take rough times. They make truces. God never told us to take truces with our enemies. He told us to love them, but he told us to be victorious. Truces can never be a substitute for victory, but men try those things because we live in a substitute society. We use weak substitutes out of habit, but can a weak, bland religion win a contest against a dynamic charisma of today's movies, music, and pornographic eroticism? We got to be strong. This world will gobble us up and sift us out and leave us with nothing but bones. But we trying to tiptoe around answers. Be strong in your mind. Being a man is not saying yes to everything. Being a man is being strong in the ability to say no when the culture when the culture is saying yes. Be the one that says no. When you're at school, when your friends want to do something that you know in your heart that's going to get you in trouble. Young man, be the one that says, no, I'm going to class. Hey, I want you guys to have a good day. Have a good week. Be strong. And go brush your teeth. It stink. Love you guys. Wherever you are in the nation, you're watching this. I believe in you. See you next week. Chat 5.